Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we wanted to talk about a very controversial subject of fat shaming. So I find this really interesting because when I was younger I was a bit overweight and I got fat shamed quite a bit, and then I suffered from anorexia, so I kind of went down the other way, and now I'm alright, believe it or not. So I've kind of been both ends of the spectrum there. So yeah, I mean, it's such a hard one because there's this movement going around called, what is it? Something at all size. And it means celebrate yourself at all size, which is brilliant. But I think it's very hard when you're getting into the category of morbidly obese and celebrating that. And I've watched a couple of...
But then it's probably, and it's the same, just to put that out there, and then it's the same with the other way as well.
Yeah.
If you're very underweight and it becomes unhealthy.
Yes,
so we're talking about
true.
Unhealthy sides of both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, there's so many reasons why someone could be overweight, and there's so many reasons why somebody could be underweight. But I think a lot of this movement is trying to take away the link between being morbidly obese and health. So they're trying to say, just because I'm morbidly obese doesn't mean it affects my health. My health is completely fine. And it's kind of like if you're a smoker, you're smoking and you're saying, I'm smoking, but my health is fine. But it doesn't mean it's not gonna... So you could be smoking and be like, I've had everything tested, my health is fine. You could be getting bigger and bigger saying, I've had my health tested, everything is fine. But with a smoker, you always know you've got more of a chance to get lung cancer or to get ill. And it's the same with being morbidly obese. You've got more of a chance.
You're at a higher risk.
You're at a higher risk.
Developing things.
Yeah. And I think it's hard because you don't want to fat shame someone because it might make them feel even worse. But at the same time, you want to address it. And you want to say, look.
But maybe that's a fine line, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think
it's so hard.
And it's the same with the other end of the spectrum, just to sort of make it fair. But I think, but isn't that down to close people around them?
Yeah.
It's not down to general Joe public, which seems to be what happens sometimes when people make comments in the street and stuff like that. That's just pure like bullying and stuff.
That's just pure hatred.
And someone
who
you don't know, unless you're a professional and you're there to look, you're there to help someone. Actually, someone else's life isn't really anything to do with you.
Very true. Yes. So just
in certain circumstances.
Yeah, I agree, bringing it up with someone you love and someone you care about. But yeah, just fat shaming anyone and strangers is completely like degrading. But there was this documentary I watched, and hey mom, there was this documentary I watched. What was it? I can't remember. It was really good. We'll write it down below.
What was it about?
Are you calling me fat or something? And it had a group of obese people living in a house together, and they were all on very different journeys of where they are. One was quite sad and was quite overweight and just wanted to get out of it, but she didn't know how to. She was binge eating and stuff. She knew that she wasn't happy and she wanted to change it. She just didn't know how. Another one had been overweight. He'd lost a bit of weight and he was kind of on that journey where he's like, yeah, I feel good. I had loads of health problems. They've all gone. And another one was like that too. And then you had someone else who was completely against all of it. So that society doesn't like obese people and fatism. So society doesn't say that you should be fat, and society doesn't say that you should be obese. And there was no link between... It was basically just saying that society doesn't want you to be like that. But everyone was saying, no, they want you to be happy, but you've got to look at your health. And she couldn't connect the health with the obesity sort of thing. So it was kind of like society's trying to help you. But it's hard because some people...
Society's weird because it says it tries to help you, but then it also degrades you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, I get why people get in a rut and get
Yeah.
stuck, because they're like, you need to celebrate who you are, but
True.
where's the line? There's
True.
just a blurry line with so many things in life.
I think
it's like, where does the line
I
get
think it's when
drawn?
your health starts to get affected.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry.
And,
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
is at a, what's it called? Health gets affected or is
At risk?
at risk. But yeah, again with BMI, my dad is completely fit. He has more muscles, so he had a higher
that
BMI.
No.
Oh yeah. So he had a very high BMI. I think he was obese, but it was because he had so much muscle. So again, you can't really rely on BMI and their spectrum of being obese anyway.
No.
So it's so hard, but I just think, and yeah, I think, you know, and you might be naturally underweight, but you might be perfectly healthy, and that just might be how you are. I think when it gets serious, it's just when your health is at risk.
Yeah. You can't generalise it for everyone, because
Yeah.
everyone's so different.
Yeah.
That's probably the difficult thing for medical professionals, though, because
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
is built so differently.
It's a minefield,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But then there are probably specific things they can look at to know.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's a difficult
And I think everyone's different too. I watched another debate on Good Morning Britain, and it was like, should you call someone fat? Should we get rid of the word fat? And it's so hard, because you had someone who had lost weight, and she said, no, fat shaming, don't call them fat. It doesn't work. It makes them feel worse. So they're going to eat more, or they're going to just not want to try because they're going to feel so bad about themselves. And then you had another guy, I think he was a personal trainer, and he said, no, it works. They need a wake-up call. And it's the same being underweight. If I don't know, for example, I had anorexia, I needed a wake-up call. I needed someone to be really harsh with me.
I think that's why where loved ones come in, though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Because there's all these debates, but I think it's different when it comes from someone you trust, even though straight away it might be, you know, you might fight against it. But but it would be good to know what you guys think. Let us know.
Because I think if my family had not said anything or pussyfooted around me, I wouldn't have got better. It was me seeing the damage I was doing and me. But then again, it's hard because I'm going into the mental illness rounds. Sometimes you're not overweight because you have a mental illness. It might be circumstance, you might have had an operation, you might have been ill. Same with being underweight, you just don't know, so it's just being kind. But when it starts to put your health at risk, then...
But then if it's putting health at risk, you're still being kind, but in a different way, because you're trying to help that person.
Yeah.
So it's all... what's the word? It just depends on the situation.
But yeah, all this shaming...
Relatable? No. No, it's not the word.
But yeah, all this shaming and picking on weight and stuff in magazines and on the internet just is crazy. I don't agree with it at all, but hey, what can you do about the media?
Not a lot. Just be kind yourself, and if we all start being kind, then hopefully it will spread the kindness. Anyway, we'll speak to you later, guys.
Yeah, see you later. Let us know what you think, and I'm sure you will, but let us know if you think it's something different. We're really interested.
Bye!